Well, the sirens. It's funny. I got on the phone with you, and they. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Well, yeah. I saw the two texts. I'm gonna go back over there because it was funny yesterday too. They didn't even mention about the other. If you have other packages, they didn't mention it. Just the package that they gave me. It's only one package. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, she told me. She told me. She told me. She's fine. She's fine. Again, she's fine. You could have sent her to school. She's fine. She is fine. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Mm, okay. Well, listen. It is what it is. I'm just saying. I'm just saying it is what it is. But what's gonna happen is that she's gonna fail. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but you also got, I keep telling you, based off of your past and what you do and don't do, has affected her to the point where she's just like you. You'll sleep. You'll sleep all day. You will go to sleep all day. No, I'm not doing that no more. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. No. Okay? All right, all right. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. There's a lot you can do. Right? Like be a parent, be a mother. Be a mother. I was on the phone with Pam. And as soon as I got on the phone with her, they start using the sirens. So I got a text from Pam today at 10:42. At 10:32, right? The number 32. Talk about how they use numbers and try to draw association, what have you. They've been trying to use the number 32 to draw many type of association, right? Sometimes they used to use the police. Every time I see the police, they have the vehicle with the number 32 in it, right? They'll use it with other women, right? Other people, other things. It's constantly trying to draw, and also trying to make you sound like you're crazy and you're confused, so that they can get away with whatever it is they get away with, even if what it is don't pan out in their behalf. Then it's like, oh, he's crazy. He associated this and that. But again, it's deception, manipulation. You got to understand that. So when I call her to ask her, because when I came in the apartment, my daughter drawers was out, right, for her dresser. And like I said, between her mother and her, and she tries to be just like her mother, right? Her mother wake her up to go to school, she goes close her eyes and goes back to sleep. That's what Pam do. That's what she does. That's what she does. Like I said, when we were in a relationship and I was here most of the time, getting the kids ready in the morning. If I have to go out, or if I had class, what have you, and I couldn't take them to school, everything would be done. They're fed, they've eaten, their clothes are ironed, they're dressed, and she would lay in bed sleeping. Right when I go pick them up from school, the teachers usually be like, "Dad, the kids were really really late." I asked them what time they got to school. Oh, 10 o'clock. And I said to Pam, I said, "Come on now." Before I left, while I was getting prepared, I woke you up. And the reason why I woke you up is because I wanted to give you time, because I know how you are. You'll go right back to sleep. And before I leave, I will wake her up again, and she would go right back to sleep. So now our daughter's doing it because that's what she's doing. That's what she sees. That's what she's doing. That's because her mother does it. And then want to come and ask me, do you mind coming early in the morning? No, I tried that. When I tried that, they try to make me look like I'm some type of stalker. That's what they were doing. And so now, like I said, because they're not going to hold her responsible, accountable. They're not going to do that because, again, they're invested in creating the toxic mindset within our women, so that they have no accountability. Right? So when I was coming over early to try to make sure that and get the kids to school on time, they make it sound like I was a creep. I was stalking her. So no, I'm not doing that. Now you want to come and ask me that? No. That's why with the sirens, right? You hear the sirens. They are always going to try to create this negative, false narrative about you as a TI. Stop falling for it. Don't fall for it. Like I said, I study what they do, so they can't pull the shit over on me anymore. And the reason why they're mad is sitting on the cops all the time is because, again, I keep exposing what it is that they're doing. And you don't hear me talking gibberish or nonsense. I give you the facts. How when they engage in this sort of behavior, this sort of tactic, what it does to the victims. what it does to our minds, what it does to our bodies, particularly what also the use of directed energy weapons for silence on spectrum for synthetic telepathy. They hide behind the fact that the majority of people are ignorant to these facts. They hide behind the fact, and then they'll say, "Oh, this is up and coming." No, it's been here. I keep telling you. Go and read the New York Times article you can find on the Internet Archive. Don't get the. You can read the one on the New York Times website, but get the one from the Internet Archive that actually have the actual scans of that newspaper article. The interview with Dr. Jose Delgado in 1970. Right, the microchip that he implanted in rhesus monkeys to control their behaviors. All right. So no, again, when you are ignorant, they use, like I said, I keep talking about the movie The Wizard of Oz, right? And how man, with his intelligence, can manipulate people or manipulate other groups of people because they're ignorant. They keep them in ignorant and use technology to manipulate them. Okay. Anyhow, I got to go to the post office about my package. And that's another reason, too. When they engage in this sort of behavior, their criminality, they try to silence you. They try to intimidate you, to threaten you. Okay? And it's because they carry a gun and a badge and because they're in a position of authority that they believe that they have every right to do this to us. But I keep saying, you got to understand the system. The system is inherently criminal and racist. And particularly in law enforcement, it doesn't matter if you're black, Asian, Hispanic, or whether you're Arab or not, it doesn't matter. Once they put on that uniform and once they go through that psychological conditioning, they become racist themselves. Because in their official capacity, they can take your life, they can ruin your life, and a lot of them do it. And this is what they do. So when they try to ruin our life, we ruin their lives too. Okay? That's my belief. That's not what I believe. That's what I think. That's what I would know. That's what I would do. So people like me, we will never rise to the top because you know why? We would confront them. And if they don't change their behavior, we would do the exact same thing that they do to us. But they want to condition us to accept the continued oppression, to accept the continued degradation, to accept the fact that they are destroying our future generations. We're not going to have that. That's not going to happen. All right? Anyhow, talk to you guys in the next video.